Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Wagwan people, Lumini here, back again with another episode of Southern Save here on my channel, and welcome to what is finally the 50/60 episode special. This is going to be a long episode where we get all of January done. So we've got a very busy January ahead of us. We've got two legs against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. We've got an FA Cup match against Leeds. We've got Watford, Bournemouth and Arsenal all to play, as well as getting transfer business done. We're probably not going to play all 6 games because that will just probably explode my brain and make me want to die a little bit inside. We definitely will play the 2 legs against United. I may sim the FA Cup game against Leeds because we're not really interested, and then one of the league games we may sim and then play the other 2, because basically the FA Cup at the moment, considering that we've done well in the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup for me isn't really the priority. If we can keep going in the Carabao Cup against United, then that would be good, as well as having European football as well. But yeah, as you can see, we do have a press conference to start this one off, so let's get that done and then we'll get into the first game against United. Hi guys, welcome to the press conference. We're ready to get underway whenever you're ready to ask. A Carabao Cup semi-final over 2 legs against United. How are you feeling about it? I don't think a lot of people expect us to be at this stage. I think a lot of teams were overlooking us maybe. We have shown good form in this cup so far, and I don't see why we can't continue it. Obviously, it's always a tough prospect to have to come to a stadium like Old Trafford and try and get a result, but we are quietly confident that we can do what it takes to take something from this game. And yeah, you have to be optimistic, and that's what we're looking to do. Do you find it at all difficult to drown out the noise of you making it to your first domestic final as Sunderland manager? If you make it to a semi-final, there's no way that you've not got one eye on the final. You have to be pushing, you have to be looking for a way through. We're not overlooking United by any stretch of the imagination. They're a top side. They're going to be incredibly difficult for us to beat over 2 legs, but we have to be eyeing a final. I've been here for what, 4 or 5 years now, and I've only won 1 cup. It's a European Cup, sure, but domestically I've only won the championship. I personally want to bring some silverware to my resume. I know the club wants some silverware, so there's no better time than now. We've got a great side. I don't see why we shouldn't be pushing to try and win this competition. With the January transfer window now being open and you in multiple competitions, will you be looking to add to the squad? Look, we knew at the beginning of the season that we probably were a little bit short-handed for the season we were planning to have ahead. We have money in the bank, so if the opportunity arises to bring in the right kind of player, then that's what we'll do. We won't force or shoehorn anybody in, but if we can find the right opportunities, then yeah, we'll be looking to do some business. Thanks guys. Right, here we go. Now, as you know, we did pick up a couple knocks in the last episode with Sesko out. Luckily Sesko's only out for 8 days. The big one is Drew. He is gone for a long time. 3 months. We will be looking to bring in a new fullback in this window, probably going to be Kabore. I'm just re-scouting him because I want to get a valuation on him. Gelhardt is tired, but I am going to play Gelhardt because I think he's one of our more important players, as we saw in the last game against Spurs when he came off the bench. Yeah, it's going to be tough against United. We know that they're a very talented side. We've beaten them once this season, but they've beaten us pretty much every other time.
Game of massive significance. Only 4 teams remain in the hunt for the Carabao Cup. Who's going to come out on top in this semi-final? Stay with us. We'll have every kick of the ball for you live next on EA TV.
Cool little animation there for the semi-final. We are away for the first leg at Old Trafford. Trip down to Manchester for the Sunderland boys. I'm impressed with us that we've managed to get this far. We haven't had a decent cup run as of yet, so it's nice to finally have one. I would, at this point, now that we're at the semis, like to try and get to the finals, but it's not going to be easy, especially as you look. It's going to be an all-Manchester final if both Manchester sides do manage to win. But we've beaten them, so we know we can do it. With our recent form, it's a little bit touch and go. They got De Gea in goal. Reece Oxford is coming back to play against us. No. De Gea in goal. Maffeo, Oxford, Coates, Grimaldo, McTominay, Casemiro, Blas, Zielinski, Gaia, Bayer up top. Reece Oxford in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, coming to play against his former side. It's going to be a huge return for Reece if he can manage to beat us in this one, but maybe I'll be able to target him and use his weaknesses that we know he has. Let's see what we can get done against United in the first leg of the semi-finals. To stop his run down the wing, McTominay inside to Zielinski. He's going to find Bayer. Good save, Etienne Green. Just about managed to survive the press there. That's an amazing ball from Etienne Green to find Sessegnon down the wing. He goes inside to Vertson. Max Aaron's up against Reece Oxford as well. Zawari at the near post. Hits the post. It was a very tight angle for Anna. Okay, he's there. Max Aaron's intercepts. Max Aaron does not clear the ball when I tell him to, though. Zielinski takes a shot, but it's not a great one. Casemiro is going to blast one. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. That is a complete accident. That is a literal complete accident that they've scored there. Casemiro's shot comes off Ludovic Blas, who then manages to bring it down. Because Etienne Green comes out to try and claim the shot that's coming in. And then Blas. Oh, it's a complete accident. They can't even claim that they meant to do that. Here comes Sessegnon. Into Zawari. Oh, good save at the near post from David De Gea. Don't get me done with a bunch of mistakes again. No. Good save, Etienne Green. Right, Maffeo is going to be tested here by Vertson. Oh, Vertson can't nick it. Come on, Yorb. Stay on him. Good work, Yorb. Zawari. No, Anas! Come on!
So no more time left. That concludes the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams.
You can't be putting that right at him from there. We had the chance to go 1-1. It's been quite even. It just feels like another one of those cases where we may not score.
Second half underway with United looking to build.
Obviously, we do still have a second leg. It's not world's end if we don't get absolutely demolished in this one. Again, we're down the wing.
Sessegnon. He takes aim. Superb block. Crossing possibilities.
Oh, yes! Finally! We get a bit of luck there with the deflection, but Anas Zawari on his third opportunity to score does get us back on level terms. Took a little while there with the ball bouncing around everywhere. Good little chip ball inside from Sessegnon. Good strike from Vertson, but it's a save from De Gea. Bobbles back out into the middle. Anas Zawari is stood there and ready to finish it off. Oh, good work from Ryan Sessegnon there. Gelhardt, just get blocked. They've given it away to us in a dangerous position. Anas Zawari. Oh, it's a good save again from David De Gea. Tough game. More subs coming in now. Like I said, Ousmane Dembele. I forgot to even check the bench United, but Ousmane Dembele coming off the bench is not something you ever want to see. Whoa, almost an Etienne Green mistake there. It's a good save, I'll give him that, but I don't like where he's palming that to. Vertson is through. Is he on? Oh, the touch is terrible. What is he doing with the touch? Yorb, come on, this was your chance. Oh my god, I've been tackled by Zawari's head. No, Sangare's got a knock now. Where's that come from? Referee. Referee. Are you kidding? I was about to say, 1-1. First leg, everything to play for going into the second leg at the end of the month. Either side could have won that. If Sangare is out injured though, man, we've got some real problems in this game. Yeah, either side could have won that game, to be fair. It's pretty even for most of the game. But yeah, we do at least get a 1-1 going into the home second leg. So we'll have to take that. We take it. Doesn't look like it's going to be a legitimate injury for Sangare. So that's fine. We don't have to worry about that then. I'm just waiting for some scout reports to come back, and then we will get the first bit of business done. We do have Leeds in 2 days. Like I said, I'm not going to play the Leeds game. We're just going to sim through it. I hope you guys are fine with that, but I want to focus on the competitions that we're already in, and I don't really honestly think that we can afford another one right now. Transfer offer coming here for Joe Gelhardt plus John Stones. I'm not interested in even entertaining offers for Joe Gelhardt at the moment, if I'm honest. We are at the Leeds game. I'm going to make as much rotation as I can. I don't think we have much because of the injuries that we have. Okay, we'll leave Verts in that. I'm going to use that team. Like I said, we're just going to quick sim this one. I'm not too bothered if we get knocked out by Leeds, to be honest. It's going to be a 4-1 loss. That seems a little bit fucking unnecessary. But sure, okay. Apparently Leeds are just incredible. They had 4 shots and scored all of them. I don't know. That seems a little unnecessary to me. But sure, we go out of the cup 4-1. We've got a short-term loan offer coming in from Mamadou Fall from Charlotte FC. So we'll let him go. Sam McCallum for 22 million. To Borussia Dortmund. I don't ideally want to let Sam McCallum go, but if I can get closer to 35, then I would think about it. I don't think actually I'll drop under 34, so 34, that's my final offer. They're not going to match it, so that's fine. We don't, like I said, I don't particularly want to let him go. I think he is the club captain. He's not captain obviously because he doesn't play all the time. But he's club captain. Loftus-Cheek transfer offer coming in from PSV plus Ismail Sabiri. He's a decent player, but I don't think he's kind of the position that we want right now. I might see if they have any midfielders that they'd be willing to trade. Let's try and get Till in there. Go Till plus 5 million and see what they say about that. I thought they'd come back with Eric Gutierrez. Should I just go Stu? Let's go for the Desma. Plus the 8 million. I don't know if that's actually the deal I should have gone for. I might reject that in a minute. And you know what? If we can get... Ledesma can play central midfield. So... He's not quite as... We'll still bring in more players as well as Ledesma. Deal for us. The only reason I didn't want Gutierrez is he just hasn't got a lot of promise for the future. We're going to bring in Ledesma for 43. That's if Loftus-Cheek obviously decides to go the other way. If he rejects it, then that deal won't come through. We've got training to do. Like I said, I'm still at the moment waiting for a couple scout report. What the fuck? Marcus Rashford has just joined Wolves. What? For only 57 million? I would have bought Marcus Rashford for that much. What is going on? Alexander Carter is coming back, which is huge for us because obviously, like I said, we need some players in at the moment. Florencio Santos transfer offer, not one I'm interested in at the moment, so that will get rejected. I'm still in shock about Marcus Rashford. I just can't actually believe that. Mamadou Fall will be joining Charlotte FC on loan for 6 months, so that hopefully should be some good experience for him getting some play time. Now, I don't really know what to do here, whether we play this game against Watford because we just lost the sim, or whether we sim this game and then play Bournemouth so that we have hopefully the form going in. I think I might do that and sim this game. I'm not rushing out. We're going to quick sim this one. Hopefully we don't take another loss, because that would be annoying. We don't. We do win 3-0 against Watford. Vertson, Gelhardt and Thuram all getting the goals for us. Pretty much dominated the game. Yeah, so basically all we're going to keep doing is advancing. We've only got 3 days before we play Bournemouth. Hopefully by then we'll have some scout reports back. So we are at the Bournemouth game. Scout reports haven't quite come back yet. I wanted to check. Is it next? No, is it this month or next month that these games get played? Next month. So we'll get our draw the month after. Yeah, we are at the Bournemouth game. Not yet got scout reports back. I think they're getting close to being done. It was 12 days last time I checked. Let's go look at my scouts. See who we've got. 4 days on Kabore and Trafford. Because the problem I've got with Kabore is his current valuation in his release clause is 52.9 million, and obviously I can't really be paying that right now, so that's why I'm waiting to get his scout report back before we go in. So we'll play this Bournemouth game, then after that I'm probably going to do a load of business before we play the next United game.
Sunderland.
Injuries again are another thing that are plaguing us. I know you guys have said about changing the sliders. I don't want to change the sliders because I like the fact that we have to use the rest of the team. It's really on me to get the depth right of the team. If I don't, then obviously that's where we have struggles, but it is what it is. We'll sort it out soon. The Bournemouth lineup is as follows. I don't know how to say that name. Livramento, Hill, Macheda, Yilmaz at the back, Rothwell, Kilkenny in the midfield 2, Timothy Weah, Tav and Jaden Anthony, Dane Scarlett, that's who it is. Who was it? Kovacevic, something like that anyway. But yeah, we are at home for this one. 2 back-to-back home games. Tillman coming in for this one. Zaire. Sesko goes on the wing, which isn't a great place for Sesko, but he has got pace and can get through, and does get through. Benjamin Sesko, what a run, and bangs it into the top bins. We've been missing that from Benjamin Sesko recently. He's been a little bit anonymous in most games, but bouncing back in this one. He does play very well against the smaller sides. He kind of sometimes has a tendency to go to sleep in the big games. Maybe he's not much of a big game competitor, but he is still scoring decently. As you can see, his goal to game ratios, the games have kind of caught up a little bit because he has been quiet in a couple of games. Livramento into Weah, into Scarlett, who chipped it up. I think the chip up actually made it a bit more difficult for him as well as us. McCallum now finds Sesko. Tillman. Good ball to Sessegnon. He'll find Tillman. Tillman finishes it off. Tillman has been big for us in the last couple of games. He's stepped up massively. Malik Tillman with a good little bit of play down the wing there. Playing it across then was Sessegnon. Good ball to Sessegnon. Sessegnon then finds Tillman. Brownhill does well to leave it just to give Tillman the space. Malik Tillman slams one into the back of the net. Zaire. Can he find Thuram on the run? Thuram does get through, and it's going to be 3-0 to the Sunderland boys. Absolutely running right in the first half once again. Sunderland, huge performance so far. Crefan Thuram getting a rare goal. I think this is pretty much what happened against Bournemouth last time, as we just managed to play around them. Good touch from Zaire. Good pace shown from Crefan Thuram there to stay away from Yilmaz. Finished into the top bins. 3-0 in the first half. And that's Zaire, but it didn't. That's going to be 3-0 at half time. Pretty decent from us in the first half, to be fair. Not really much to say about our play. The only thing I do need to do is I need to find a way. I think I'm just going to try and do this. It's probably not the smartest thing to do, but I'm going to put Sangare at centre back, bring Carter on the CDM, put Gahey out on the right. Actually, no, we're going to put no. Because, no, yeah, okay, we can stick Gahey out on the right. Sangare is going to come in the centre back. Santos was going to stay at centre back. McCallum's going to switch sides, and Cart's going to come in CDM, just so that we can keep that fitness on Sessegnon, so that he'll be ready for the United game against Sam McCallum. McCallum initially did well with the strength. After that, not so much. Oh, Dane Scarlett's absolutely messed that one up there. Etienne Green. And there, once again, is the Etienne Green mistakes. To be fair, it's a hard... Is it a hard... It's kind of hard to save, but he should probably get more on it. But I'm not going to fully blame him for that one. You can see there the defence, makeshift defence, I'll say, didn't really deal with things too well. So let's go. We'll find Zawari. I don't know if Anna Zawari's got the pace to beat Hill, but does. And hits the base of the post. Gahey, that's poor defending from you. Sangari, I don't know what you've done. What? No way! Are you kidding? We got the ball! Why are we getting penalties against us every game? How did we not get the ball there? I can't believe it, man. Bournemouth are mounting a comeback now, and I don't know how, because we literally took the ball off of them there. I can't understand how they've gotten a penalty for that. Can we find Sesko? Sesko, are you kidding me? How? You're one-on-one. How are you not hitting that? Oh, it's going to be another one, isn't it? Etienne Green saves that one. I don't want to bring on other players because, like I said, we've got the United game and that's the more important one. But that's a great header from Benjamin Sesko there. We're going to make it 4-2 against Bournemouth. We're going to take all 3 points. It's been a really, really difficult game in this second half. The changes that I've made, I will admit, have made the team a lot worse. But we have managed to sneak one. It's a good header in the end. He's up against Adama, and I think it's Anthony. So pretty much a free header for Sesko. He loops it in over. 4-2 in the 86th minute. Oh, it was Traore who was up. Traore that he was up against. Tillman tries to take a late shot, but that will be it. 4-2 against Bournemouth. Not the cleanest victory, if I'm honest. Not the cleanest victory at all, but we do manage to walk away with the victory. We get another 3 points on the board, and we take the momentum into the game against United. Yeah, we just scrape it. It's close, but we just scrape it. We will take it for sure. We definitely need some bodies in though, because man, we are struggling with rotation right now. To be honest, I'm not happy enough with the performance to give an inform, so we're just going to leave it without an inform. But yeah, 3 points. Callum Doyle is going to be out for 5 days, so not too big of an injury for him. We have got a transfer offer coming here from Brighton for Dennis Undav, plus money for Diallo. I don't want Undav, but if we could get a different player. Let's go for Kolowoski first, just on a straight swap. See what they say to that. They're happy with that, actually. Okay. Because Kolowoski, I'm pretty sure, can play central midfield as well. Obviously, we're not looking for super defensive players at the moment. This would be a good way as well for us to add to our team without actually having to spend money if we can bring a different player in. So could be a straight swap going on there. We've got the potential Ledesma swap coming in there. We do have a couple days rest now to rest and recover up before we play United in the second leg of the Carabao Cup. We also have scout reports come back for those as well. So let me get those scout reports back and then we'll get some business done in the transfer window. What's just happened here? Apparently Brighton have now come forward to offer Amad Diallo a contract, even though they've just tried to sign. I don't know what that means, but yeah, apparently they're trying to get him on a pre-contract, even though they've just come forward to sign him on a normal deal. I don't know if that's going to affect things. We've got transfer offers in for Verts and Zawari. I'm going to reject both because I want to keep both guys at the moment. Right, Diallo's swap deal's gone through, and Loftus-Cheek's deal has gone through as well. So we'll go check out the new boys that we've just got come in. Getafe have come in for Vertson, but like I said, I'm not interested in letting York go at the moment, so we're going to ignore that. So we've got Kozlowski, who is a cam/central midfielder. Decent all-round stats, to be fair, on Kozlowski. We'll probably just train him to be a full-time central midfielder. We've also got here Richard Ledesma, who can play cam central attacker midfield. No, cam and central midfield as well. So we'll be rotating him in there as well. We still are going to bring in more players on actual transfers, not just swap deals, because I still want more rotation in that midfield. Alright, so the first player that I'm going to go for is the one that we talked about. Obviously, Issa Kabore. A lot of you guys wanted him to come in, recommended him to me. I did previously have my eye on Kabore as well. I'm going to go for 22 million. Hopefully, they'll go for that. They're happy with that. 60k with a million sign on. They're happy with that. Going to be one of our top earners, but we kind of need it, to be fair. Yeah, and like I said, I probably will retrain Drew now to play left back and retrain McCallum to play centre back, just so we have those clear rotational options. The next player that I personally want to go for, I don't know if you guys would agree with this or not, is where is he? Pape Sarr. Oh, Curtis Jones has just left. He did actually join. No, he's only just joined. Damn it. I really want to bring in Pape Sarr. Maybe that will be one for the summer then. Did really want to bring him in. I really like the look of this guy. I'm not even going to try and say. I think it's Kiergaard, but I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm just not going to say it. Oh, actually, his tackling isn't too bad. Or do we go for a big signing like Sharpenenko? I'm tempted by Mariba as well, but in my Malaga save, I signed Mariba, and I kind of feel like I don't want to just keep signing the same players over and over again. Angelo Stiller as well is a decent looking one. I'm actually, right, I'm going to go in for Masengo, because I think Masengo will be a decent rotational option for us. 12,900. You know what, I'll accept 12,900. I'm going to bring in Masengo because he's cheap and still has decent potential to grow. Disregard release clause. I want 36,500. I'm fine with that. There we go. We will bring in Masengo. So he is our second signing of the window after Kabore. What money does that leave us left over? 27 million. So not loads of money left over there. 7 rotational midfielders. I think that's probably good. I don't think we maybe need to bring in a big one right now. I think our next aim is to bring in a rotational goalkeeper, or a goalkeeper that can compete with Etienne Green. Just a quick update as well. Ryan Sessegnon has now finished his training as full left back, so we can change that after we're done this. I've set Sam McCann to go back to train as a centre back. I've set Thomas Drew to train as a left back when he's back, and Kabore obviously just to go into a right back fully, so that we don't have to push him up into that wing back spot. Besides from that, yeah, I think we're looking for a goalkeeper next. Problem is we're not going to get a lot of scout reports back at the moment. Trafford was kind of the one that I was going to go for, but he's only 74 rated, so I don't think he's likely to be a player that competes. We are at the game against United. Obviously, I'm not going to do the press conference on camera because we really did one for the first leg, so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'll do this off camera, then we'll get into the game. We'll stick with Vertson up top because Anas was missing his chances last time. But yeah, big second leg here. Winner takes all second leg game. It could be a big detriment to them. It could be fine for them. We'll only tell now. Our team is pretty much our strongest. I think it is our strongest, to be honest. This was pretty much the team. This is the team that I planned to play for most of the season before injuries changed things. So hopefully they can prove that and play well together. De Gea in goal, Maffeo, Coates, Kimpembe, Reina, Casemiro, McTominay, Anthony Elanga, Sancho, Zielinski, Bayer up top. I didn't look at the bench again. Max Aaron's back on this wing. Gives us an option, and that's a good option there. Sessegnon, not Sessegnon, Sesko. Good save. Anthony Elanga, Reina. Don't actually know who Rayner is. Manga. Oh, what have we done there with Santos? Oh, good interception, Sessegnon, because that was an open goal. And now, can we use our pace up the other end with Jorg Vertsen? Yes, we can. And Jorg Vertsen is past his man. Gelhardt, and we do lash in the first goal of the game. We give ourselves a 2-1 lead. Didn't know if Gelhardt was going to manage to get the shot up there. We did that little chip pass that the AI always do to me. I've learnt to do it myself now. But Gelhardt didn't look like he was going to be able to control it. Almost gets tackled by Coates, but does manage to hold on to it and fire it into the bottom corner. We take the lead in this game as opposed to United in the last game. Gelhardt, that's a great switch from Max Aarons. He's going to pop it up. Jorg Vertsen winning the header! And we are 2-0 up over United at home. Great cross from Max Aarons. We know that Max Aarons has the ability to put those crosses on a plate, and he's done it there. Jorg Vertsen, the man who missed an absolutely open header last time he had the chance, puts that one away. Maffeo can't get up. Coates can't get back across. De Gea should arguably do better with it. But we've got a 2-0 lead and a 3-1 aggregate lead over United right now.
Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving.
Great cross again. Oh, De Gea saves this one onto the bar. Vertsen gets up for another one. And it's saved onto the bar this time. Very, very close. Very close indeed to being 3-0 up and 4-1. We probably would have been home and hosed at that point. Problem again of not having... Oh! Jorg Vertsen the man to get to it. We don't have Sesko in there, so someone else has to take over. Jorg Vertsen looking to be that man. Why is it switched back to Thuram taking my corners? Because I literally changed that. Rodrigo is part of this side. I've not even seen Rodrigo for United yet. Oh, Scott McTominay's gone through here. That is a great save from Etienne Green, though. Getting a big hand to it. Oh! Almost again. Catching United in trouble. Gelhardt trying to get back on Bayer. Not quite. Blas forward. Bayer. Probably going to look for Blas again. Sancho, actually. What? Give me Gahey! Good save, Etienne Green. No way they get that deflection. I've been scammed there because the game would not let me switch to Mark Gahey. It would not let me switch. It made me sprint Florencio Santos across to try and get that header. I was literally flicking the stick. I was pressing switch. No, wouldn't let me swap at all. Good 1-2 there. Josh Brownhill. Oh, can't break through. Oh my god, huge mistake from Coates. Brownhill, what are you doing? Brownhill, why did you take so long? Gonna find Sancho here. Can Kabore get across to him? Not quite. Ludovic Blas. No. No, Etienne! Come on, man! What are you doing? A last minute equaliser because Etienne Green can't sort his fucking hands out. You can't deflect that. It's not a hard shot. Looks like we'll be going to extra time in this. That's so stupid from Etienne Green, man. I'm furious at that. Etienne Green is an absolute fucking moron. Good ball. Can we finish it? Jorg Vertsen! 3-2 in the dying second of the game. Jorg Vertsen will send us to Wembley. Thank God, Etienne Green was literally about to get released. I'm telling you now, that was so close. 100% that is confirmed that we still need another goalkeeper from that mistake. Coates gets absolutely rolled. Jorg Vertsen one-on-one with David De Gea. Power all the way into the top bins. We will be going to Wembley to play in our first domestic final. Let's go! Huge performance. Second half, can't lie, we were pretty shit. We probably didn't deserve to walk away with the win in this one. But man, first half we absolutely dominated the game. Bossed United all over the pitch. Jorg Vertsen, 2 huge goals, drags us over the line. It is a first domestic final in the save for us. Obviously, the man of the match can only go to one man, and that man is Jorg Vertsen. Congratulations. First domestic final coming up, and soon we'll find out, is it going to be Brighton or is it going to be City? City lead 2-1 on aggregate in their game. They haven't played yet, so we don't know who our final is going to be against. Haaland hat-trick hero. I'm going to guess that's against Brighton. Can you give me the writing? Yeah, so it is obviously going to be City that we're playing against in the final. Our match against City in the league is actually the one that's been rescheduled as well. That final will come next episode as well. Manchester City at the end of February in the Carabao Cup final. Let's bring things back down. We need to find a goalkeeper, and we still have one more game this episode against Arsenal. Right, here we go. Final game of the episode against Arsenal. I'm just waiting for a couple of scout reports to come back before we 100% go in for a goalkeeper. We don't have the most money to spend on one. I would love to bring in Restis, but he's still a new player apparently, so not available. David Raya as well. I think it's probably going to be David Raya that we go for, because even though he is 30 years old, he's got decent not decent potential. He's 80 rated, so he's a decent keeper for rotational purposes. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this last game. We're going to have to rotate the team a fair bit. Obviously, we literally just played. I think aside from that, we're going to leave everything else how it is at the moment and get into the game against Arsenal. It's another tough game to finish off the episode, but to be honest, my biggest focus was those games against United. Now that they're done, as much as I'd like to continue winning in the league, if we don't, it's not the end of the world to me. But I can't confirm that. Our team, we've got some rotation in. Etienne Green still in goal. Kabore coming in at the back for his first start. Sangare keeps his spot. Preventura and Josh Branhill. Kozlowski coming in for his first start. Anasuari is up top with Sesko. Got Ledesma and Masengo joining the bench for this one. Let's take a look at the Arsenal lineup. We got Ramsdale in goal, Pavard holding Zuma and Zivchenko at the back, Souček and Moreno. Midfield 2, Maitland-Niles, Odegaard, Sané behind Jerome Bernard this time. Is that the guy we didn't sign? Laurent on the bench. Wait, yeah. No, it was 1-1 against Arsenal, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 1-1. Oh, what have I've completely messed up my position in there. That's a terrible attempted clearance from Bernard. Pass from Bernard. Attempted clearance from us was terrible, is what I was trying to say there. Odegaard, Bernard. Etienne Green gets across to it. Can one of us like actually get onto the ball and hold it? Maybe. Bernard, this Bernard guy does not seem to be able to shoot very well. Sané. Kabore is with Sané. Gahey. Fucking Mark Gahey and his lack of ability to clear the ball is actually starting to get really, really annoying. I don't understand why he can't clear a football. I'm not asking a lot of you, Mark. Just clear the ball. Again, the ball comes in here, makes the tackle. I've told him to clear it. Why is he controlling it in his own box? We're just getting countered by Arsenal over and over again now. Oh, we're going to concede again. Yep. We are playing like shit against Arsenal, if I'm honest. Like I said, I don't really care about this game. If we lose, we lose. We've won the big game in this episode, so it is what it is. But man, we are playing so badly. The next time we play a save of how many tackles I make but don't get the ball back. Wow, okay, one-on-one there and we can't finish that. Right, well, to be honest, terrible from us in the first half. I'm not going to beat around it. I'm not even going to pretend that we've played remotely well. We've been bad, and I'm taking off Sesko. I'm taking off Thuram. Masengo is going to come on in this one. I'm just going to let this game play out. Yeah, sure. We can't even take a touch now before we're getting tackled. Arsenal, who apparently have... Etienne! Etienne! What are you doing? If you're coming out, come out!
Well, we can see it again now, and it all starts with the pass over the top. It takes out.
Yeah, we're embarrassing right now in this game.
And there it is, a goal.
Just quit. No, I can't say. I can't get the words out. Just quit career mode altogether.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1 and 2 touch passing is absolutely outstanding to play around the pressure, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Consolation goal for Joe Gelhardt, at least. Joe Gelhardt is definitely one of our biggest players for sure. I can't understand, right? Because if it's the AI that tackles me, they snap onto the ball, keep it. If I tackle, don't matter. It's between David Raya or Villalaba. Not Villalaba because he's not available. So we're just going to go for David Raya then. With 5%. There you go. 12-2 for David Raya. We will negotiate. We need someone to provide competition. I like Rob, but I'm aware that Rob isn't necessarily the caliber to challenge Etienne Green in goal, I wouldn't say. I'd say he's an okay player. Why do you want that extra one? Fine, you want that extra 1k? No, that's not what I meant to do. You have 130. There you go. David Raya will come in as our rotational goalkeeper. That's pretty much all the business that we're going to do for January. We've only got about 10 million left anyway. Hopefully, that will help us be a little bit more competitive. What the fuck? Why would I ever... I've just bought him in. From Chelsea as well. 2-year loan. That doesn't make any sense. Vertson transfer offer coming in again. As I've said, I'm not interested in letting Vertson go. There's very few players right now that I would let go. If we got a stupid offer for someone, I might contemplate it if we can bring in a rotational player in time. I'm not going to let Sam McCallum go. He may go next season because he'll probably want some more play time. He has mentioned it. 50 million for Joe Willock to Sevilla. That is a lot of money. 93 million Kulusevski to Paris Saint-Germain. Ah, see, now this is a problem. Nah, Patrick Schick, he's 30 years old. Striker-wise, I think we're okay. I'm going to do something stupid here that they're never going to accept. I'm going to ask for Szoboszlai. They actually would contemplate giving me Boubacar Kamara for Joe Gelhardt. Oh, I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted. I'm going to ask for Smith Rowe. Plus 47 million. Because we could make Smith Rowe into a cam. No, not Boubacar Kamara. 114 straight up. Give me 145 and you got a deal. No. Though I was very, very close to accepting that Boubacar Kamara deal when they went up to 45 million. I can't lie. Max Aarons will not be going out on loan to Rem, so that's a waste of time for you boys. That is going to be the end of deadline day and also pretty much the end of the episode. When I say pretty much, it is the end of the episode. I'm just going to go ahead because, yeah, I knew this was coming through. Let's see if we got any 60s yet. So many 59s, but oh, 160. Donald Curran is going to get called up. Finally, we have a 60 after looking at the youth boys. We've got the most 59s I think I've ever had sat there waiting. Connor Cassidy is a no. Aidan Hanlon is a no. He could be a good one. He could be a good one. He could be a good one. Ian Fagan, no. And George Sheridan, no. Who was the 90? Pierce Quinn. We'll call him up. We're going to wait just because obviously I want to check the other side of things as well. What have we got here? No high potential there. Malik Leye is going to get called up. I think that's probably us full now. I might try and get Sidi Sagna in though. If I have anyone I think probably could go. These two are close because they're at 81. Let's go take a look at the boys we just brought in, see if there's anything special coming through yet. I'm still quite disappointed in our crop of young players. We haven't had anyone like massively stand out yet. We're getting there with a couple players going out on loan, etc. I can't remember who we actually brought in there, if I'm honest. I think Alpha Kebe was last time. City Sanya's one that we brought in. So he's 66 to 90, 55 rated, currently CDM, central midfielder, currently 6 foot, so he looks okay. Czech Bar, I think, was already in there. Pierce Quinn we did just bring in. He's a right midfielder slash left midfielder. Good pace on him, but again, he's got the injury prone tag already at his age. That's not something you really want to see. I think Malik Leye we just brought in as well, striker slash centre forward. Again, another average looking player, not anyone really looking super standout as of yet. Hopefully a couple of these boys can grow and we can bring them up, but yeah, that was a pretty good episode for us. I hope you guys have enjoyed the longer episode as well, because it's been tough mentally for me, if I'm honest. We don't have a lot of games left in the season. Obviously, we still have our draw to come through after this month. We've got a cup final next, which is huge, but we end the episode with 3 wins, a draw and 2 losses overall, so not too bad. Both of our losses were 4-1 though, however, which is quite weird. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when the next episode is available to you, and I hope to see you in it. Peace.